This conference will now be recorded.
Let me know if you can able to see my screen.
Yes, yes, we can.
Yeah, okay. So a short intro about myself. So I am Vail Murugan. I am working in Syncabit Technologies, US company, and I have overall of around 4.5 years experience in MuleSoft, and I have been working from 3.x version to currently 4.x version, that is 4.3, and I am a certified developer and also a trainer for both basic as well as the advanced level, and also worked as a recruiter for MuleSoft. And now I'm currently directly working with the MuleSoft company, and my client is in Salesforce. So this is a pretty small introduction of myself. And before going to MuleSoft, we need to understand where the MuleSoft is landing actually. Okay, so the MuleSoft is coming under one of the basic concepts. So inside that only the MuleSoft is coming. So first we will discuss why we are going for an integration platform. Okay, so everything, whatever the MuleSoft or anything is having, so everything is coming under an integration platform. So first we need to understand what is meant by an integration. That's the main key thing which you need to understand. So before I am explaining what is an integration, does anybody know any idea about integration? Any idea or anything about integration?
Yeah, integration it means to communication between two applications or
Mm-hmm. Okay, fine.
uh,
Any others? Anybody is more whatever you know about integration, you can be
Yes.
as freely speaking. Okay.
yeah. Feel free to just talk. Yeah, no worries. You can
Yeah.
freely
Mm,
communicate.
yeah.
Yeah, combining multiple applications into.
Yeah, integration అంటే కమ్యూనికేషన్ అంటే
Hmm. Okay, fine. So pretty much answers are integration is a means of communication, that's what we can say. Okay, so uh, yeah, uh, it's a means of communication, but what kind of communications and what is the properties of that communication we can see. Okay, so integration, if you say, means it is nothing but it is a communication, but it will be reaching out to many small entities. Okay, or many small systems, or many small backend systems, where it will be fetching desired information, and after that it will forming as a single component. Okay, so it is nothing but touch pointing different kinds of applications, or different point of contact, and taking the information, collecting everything, and putting it as a product, that is called an integration. Okay, it's very easy. So the end result how it will be means, after fetching all the information, definitely it will be doing some process. At that process we will discuss how it will be done. But after the process, how it will be is, it will be delivered as an entity or an application to the consumers. To the consumers means we are the consumers. Okay, so we will be using that product, and we will be gaining something from the product. That is an integration. But what has happened before integration, when the integration is not at all came to this IT world? Before integration, how the real scenario was there, we will take one example. Okay, so this is a small story I just prepared for you to make the understand, to make you understand very clear why the integration came to IT. Okay, so just assume a person is sitting inside an home. Okay, now what he is thinking is, he decides to go to the market and buy some groceries for his own purpose. So he decides next what he does before integration is, first he's stepping out of his home, and he just checking all the things, whether to go for the market, he sees and everything is there or not. So mainly he will be checking for the cash. Okay, so whether he is having all the cash in hand, or if he needs further more cash, means what he need to do. So he is analyzing, and he is thinking that okay, he is having only little cash, and he need more cash. So he is going to go to the bank, and he is going to take the money. What he will be doing? Again, he will be taking a vehicle. He will be traveling by means of anything, by vehicle or car or by walking or anything. He needs to go to the bank. He need to stand in the queue. He need to fill the challan, and he need to go to and he need to raise the cash whatever he's having, receive that, and again he need to travel back, and again he will be going to the market, and again he will be buying everything, and after that he will be going to the home. So if you see here, this many process was involved, which our parents would have done. You would have known this previously before 10 years or 15 years. Okay. So for each and everything, we need to travel for every place, and we need to go and fetch the result, whatever we want. So what are the things used here? The time consumption is very high. You can see that, no? So how much time it is taking is, it's really very high. And you are also using your own means of transport, where the cost is also adding, like going to the bank by bike or car or anything, so that cost is also added. And apart from that, your basic time, that is per day, whatever the things you are using, it is actually dragging. It is not feasible for each and everything. You need to rush and get the things, and you need to come to your home. Okay. This was the case when before integration was introduced. Now we'll see the same case after introduction of the after the introduction of the integration platform. Okay. Now again, the same person, the currently what we are doing, currently we are sitting in our home, and if you want to go to market, you can go, or if at all you want to order it online, you can order it online inside your home itself. And if you're ordering inside your home itself, you going to use an application. It may be like your day-to-day used application like Facebook or WhatsApp, or whatever the applications we are having nowadays online. Just you will be sitting inside a home, you will be collecting everything in a basket, and you will be paying the online mode, and everything will be delivered to your home. Otherwise, the next option is directly you will be going to the market, and directly if you want to do the online payment, there you will be doing it and getting all the things and directly coming to the home. So now what has happened? Everything is sorted out. Your time consumption is very less. Whatever the things you are doing, it is very speed, and it is very secure also. Because if you are having the cash in hand and handling everywhere, there is a case of missing the cash or anything may happen. Okay. But when it is coming to online, what's the thing? It's only with you. You are not going to depend on anyone. Just you are going to carry your phone, mobile phone, or a debit card or anything. Just going to the market and putting the things and getting the stuff and coming to home. So timing is very less, and the problem is solved very easy. So this is the one of the main advantages after the integration has came into our outer world. Okay, everything has changed completely. Communication platform has totally changed. Previously, if you want to go and communicate anything, means you need to put an letter, or you need to go and meet directly, or there should be some of means where it will be causing a lot of time consuming process, as well as to your cost also. But nowadays what you are doing, in a fraction of second, you are just using the WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram or any means of communication platform and making use of it. Okay. So how this came means, everything came in terms of integration only. So in integration world only, you can able to develop a software like this, and you can able to deliver the software to the consumers. In integration only, you can able to reach different kind of applications and get the response and developed in single entity. Okay. So this is pretty much on the background of an integration. So any doubt till here, or the story is interesting or boring? Any doubt or any comments?
Nothing.
Okay. Especially the people new to IT. So for you people only, I'm just telling this. What is an
ఇంటిగ్రేషన్
integration?
తెలుగులో ఒకసారి explain చేయరా?
Yeah. Sorry.
ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ గురించి తెలుగులో ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయరా?
I'm not getting. Can you come again?
సార్ ఒకసారి తెలుగులో చెప్పండి అదంతా సార్ ఇంట్రొడక్షన్.
Uh, Sorry, I don't know Telugu. You can communicate via English itself. Is it fine or
Could
okay?
you please explain in Telugu about introduction?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm telling. I'm not a Telugu person, so I can explain only in English.
Okay.
Okay, you cannot able to understand, or shall I take it again?
Yes. Come again once more.
Okay, 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 fine. So, um, the story before integration, okay, before 10 or 15 years, if you want to do anything, take the story itself. I'll tell one more time. A person is sitting inside the home and he wants to buy some groceries. So, what he will be doing? He need to go to the market. That's the real case scenario. Okay, so he is just checking
Yes.
whether enough. Yeah, he is just checking whether he is having the enough cash or not. So he's analyzing that he don't have the enough cash. So what he need to do? First, he need to go to bank, and after that only he can go to market. To go to bank, what he will be doing? He needs to travel by means of anything, by vehicle or car or by walking or anything. Again, he needs to go to bank, wait in the queue, fill the challan, give to the authorizer, and he need to take the cash. And again, he need to come to the market and he need to buy everything and he need to go to the home. So this is the case which was happening before integration, the real time scenario. Okay. So here, what is the things using? Time consuming is very high, and per day, whatever the time you are taking to this activity was very high, and it is disturbing your daily routine, and you are having so many things. Okay, but after integration, when introduction of integration came, many things have been changed. Okay, now you consider the same situation. The person is inside the home. Now, if you want to buy the same groceries, he can sit inside the home itself, and he can just take in any online apps which is available, like Amazon or anything, whatever the things we are available nowadays. You will be just collecting everything in the carts and doing the online payment, and everything will be delivered to home. Or else, what he will do, the next option is he will directly go to the market and he will buy everything. And if the enough cash is not there, means he can go for an online payment where he can have everything. So each and everything he can do in one step itself and come back to the home. So your time consumption is very less, and also whatever you need is coming to you in a speedy manner. So this is a drastic change. The communication or anything, everything has been changed drastically. That's the main use case of integration. Can you able to understand now? Hello, it's clear now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, now let us move further. Okay, to make us more interesting. Now we will land to from integration. We are going to land inside MuleSoft. Okay, because the MuleSoft, the core where the MuleSoft is coming is integration platform. That's the main thing which you need to know. So inside integration, we are having different kinds of softwares. In MuleSoft is one of those. Okay, MuleSoft is not the only tool available inside an integration market. We are having many tools nowadays in the market apart from MuleSoft. For example, Dell Boomi, Apigee, J2, Tribili, all these things are nothing but like MuleSoft. They are also other players inside the integration platform. So, what will be the duty of all these tools? To connect to any system and make as an application and give it to the consumer. Simple as that. Okay. But why the people are moving to MuleSoft nowadays, even though in market we are having so many softwares? That's an important question because whatever the MuleSoft is going to do, the same thing only the other players also going to do. But definitely there will be some advantages. Okay, there may be some advantages or key factors which is making MuleSoft highlighted so that the customers or clients, everybody are attracted and coming forward to MuleSoft. Okay, so I will tell you the story because I traveled from 3.x version to 4. So when I was working on 3.x version, the market for MuleSoft is not at all high. Okay, it is common as like other players in the market, like Dell, Boomi, or everything, because everybody were doing the same duty. There was just one small advantages or disadvantages, so the client was okay to go for any tools inside the market. But when the MuleSoft market has switched to 4.x version, the market has changed completely. Okay, they have introduced many new terms. They given many advantages, and each and everything has changed completely. So in the other players in the market are going down, because in MuleSoft we are having the many advantages, so the clients have attracted and came to the MuleSoft. So we'll see what are the advantages first we have in a MuleSoft. Okay, the first main thing is time consuming. Okay, so whatever the time it is taking to develop an applications or deploy an applications, or give it to the customers when the customer is using that application, it's very very less compared to other means of application. That's one of the main advantage. Okay, if you want to run any application in local in MuleSoft means, it is going to take only a fraction of seconds or maximum a minute. That's it. It won't take much time to deploy inside your local. And if at all if it wants to deploy in cloud hub or anywhere, in a higher environment, it is just going to take a few fraction of minutes, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, something like that. It won't going to take in huge thing. And if you are going to connect anything, everything inside MuleSoft is the time usage is very very less. So what will happen if the time usage is very less? The overall your spending cost for this particular application will be very very less. That's the main concept. Okay, and the other next thing is cost. If we come to cost, definitely all the people will be going to an applications or anything where the cost is less and the quality is good. That's our aim. So in MuleSoft, if we say means the studio, it is providing you two things. One thing is studio, and the other thing is URL based system. I will tell you what it means. Okay, if you go for in studio means it's free actually. You can directly go to a MuleSoft site, you can download it, and you can use the studio for any till your lifetime. And while you're using the studio, it will automatically give you the update. It will prompt you the message. Just you are going to click in one click, it will be automatically updated. The studio will be updated. Okay, and apart from that, other thing which is same means to deploy your applications, you need any platform, no, like cloud hub or anything. The MuleSoft is also providing you that particular cloud hub environment, and it is free for 1 month. Trial version is available for you. Okay, now also you can go and register, and you will be getting a 1 month of trial pack where each and every option is available for you. And if you want to extend from 1 month to your life cycle, how much time you need it, you just need to purchase a license, and that cost is also minimum, and you don't need to rely on that cost. The client will be paying for you there. Okay, the same thing will be other application is also having, like MuleSoft. Okay, but if you see inside of cost means, it is very high. Okay, and it is also time consuming. That's the disadvantages. Okay, and apart from that, the main thing, if you see the overall application size, okay, if you are downloading the studio and if you are working inside the studio, definitely you need to have some configuration. Okay, if you are using in a laptop, Windows or a Mac or anything, you will be having some RAM size. So based on the RAM size, you will be maintaining your application to work inside it. If your RAM size is small and if your application is very big, definitely your systems will be hanged. That's the case. Similarly, whenever you are working in IT in a big applications or integration tool or anything, you need to have an infrastructure of at least in 16 GB of RAM or 32 GB of RAM, so that you can able to withstand and run inside that application. Okay, but if you're coming to MuleSoft means, it needs to, at least 8 GB of RAM is enough to run smoothly inside a MuleSoft. To work inside MuleSoft, you need at least an 8 GB of RAM, which is very minimum. Okay, also the overall application size is very less, like 30 MB or 25 MB of size, which will make you to do your deployment very easy also. Okay, the size, cost, as well as the time consuming is very less, and these are the three main advantages. This is in terms of client. Okay, now we'll see what are the advantages in terms of a developer, because we are going to develop something, so we also need to have some advantages, no? So I will tell you what are the advantages. First advantages is, in MuleSoft, you can connect A to Z application, whatever available in the world today. You can connect anything. Okay, you can establish a connection inside MuleSoft A to Z application. It may be your Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, or a platform as a service, or separate applications, or some application may not be visible to outer world. They will be restricted. That application also you can connect. Or in private cloud edition, some application will be very private, they won't expose at all. That application also you can connect and establish and connectivity and take the information. So A to Z application you can connect in MuleSoft. That is another main advantages. Apart from that, I'm keep on telling we are going to connect an applications or everything, but how you are going to connect? That's the main reason. The how you are going to connect is, everything is in connector configuration. You are not going to do any coding stuff at all. It is very interesting, no? Because if you have any coding, you need to understand it like Java or C++. You need to understand the coding language, you need to develop, and you need to try and see many things are there if you are having in language. But in MuleSoft you are not at all having in coding at all. It's minimum to just 10 percentage or 5 percentage of coding you will be having. That coding also inside MuleSoft is having its own language. It is not going to use any Java or C++ or anything, which you will be learning very easily. Rest 99% you are going to connect any application via an connector. Connector means, if at all you want to use in Facebook, means you are downloading that Facebook app, and you are doing an username and credential, everything you are putting it, and after that you are using the Facebook app. Similarly in MuleSoft, if you are going to connect anything, means already an connector will be there. Suppose if you are going to connect to an Salesforce, means Salesforce connector will be there. You are going to drag it, and you are going to give only the connection details. What is the connection details? It may have username or password, it may have any OTP kind of password or anything. You are going to just unlock it, take the information from Salesforce, just going to give here, and you are going to establish the connection. That's the thing you will be doing. So it's pretty much cool. Okay, you are not going to sit and analyze in a large scale. Just you are going to connect the details, in which system you are going to connect, and after that you are going to put inside that connector configuration and establish the connectivity. So everything is in connector configuration, so it is reducing your coding level to very minimum, which is increasing the productivity of each developer. Okay, so these are the most main used advantages of coming into a MuleSoft. Apart from that, a deployment section also I will tell. Whatever you are developing inside a MuleSoft, definitely it needs to deploy somewhere. Deploy means it needs to go online. It needs to be available for all the people available in the world. Okay, in the market it needs to be available. For that, you need to do many things. If you are going for a deployment, you need to develop an infrastructure, you need to have an OS, you need to have a RAM, you need to have that particular configuration, and inside that configuration you need to put the applications, and after that you need to start the deployment process. Many things are there. But in MuleSoft, if you go and see the deployment section, means it's a fraction of only 2 or 3 steps. Okay, just you are going to take your application, you will be having an option for deploy application, you are going to click it, and next step it will be deployed inside a cloud platform. It is giving you the cloud platform for free. You don't need to rely on third party service at all. Just you are going to do two-step for deployment. It's very cool in MuleSoft, which doesn't happen in other integration tools available inside the market nowadays. Okay, and one more thing is, even though after you are deploying your applications, what you can see is, you can able to monitor it. Monitor means who are the people reaching your application, who and all getting access, who and all not getting, what is happening, what payload they are sending, what kind of response they are getting from our applications, each and every matrix. All these things are nothing but analytics or matrix. Okay, that thing is called the monitoring. All the things can be monitored inside your MuleSoft after your deployment section till the lifetime of that particular application. Okay, so this is also one of the mainly used or mainly advantages of a MuleSoft. So any doubt till now, what is the advantages of MuleSoft and why we are coming to MuleSoft?
Just tell me once again what are the advantages, because
Okay, so the mainly advantages of time. Okay, the time consumption is very less inside the MuleSoft. Okay, and the next main advantages is the coding stuff is not at all there. Everything is in connector configuration. All the things you are going to do in connector configuration. That is another advantages. And the third thing is the deployment. Whenever you are going for deployment, the deployment process is very simple and clear in MuleSoft rather than other technologies available in the market. It's just a two-step process which you are going to do and deploy the application. Okay, and the fourth thing is cost. The cost of using this application. The studio is for free, and the URL based platform which we will be having is free for 1 month, and after that if you want to extend means you need to purchase a license. We are having many version that anyway the client will be taking care of. You don't need to rely on that thing. Okay, and apart from that, time consumption, productivity, and yeah, in MuleSoft you can able to connect A to Z system without any error. That's one of the main advantages of MuleSoft. Is it clear?
yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay, so till here, anybody, any doubt? What is integration? What are the things available in market? Why the MuleSoft market is high today because of these advantages? So till here, any doubts? Anybody? At least one yes or no?
What else?
Yeah, it's clear well.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now we'll move somewhat deeper. Okay. It's not too deeper, just an understanding of an infrastructure of MuleSoft itself. Because this many times I was telling it will do this thing, that thing, everything. But how it will do? Definitely it needs to have some concept, or it needs to have some architecture mode. Okay. So inside that mode only you can able to perform all these things. I will show you this slide. Okay. So this one pretty much slide will be covering all the left hand and right hand of MuleSoft. Okay, everything is covered inside this particular slide. Inside this slide, I will tell you in a glance of description what each and everything is, and detailedly you will be going through inside your training, because all this thing combinedly is known as a MuleSoft. Okay. So the MuleSoft is having different sections. One thing is the design center, and another thing is the management section, and exchange is publicly available channel, and connectors or everything it is having separately. Okay. So first thing we will see studio. These are the key components it is having to do all the jobs. Okay. So the first thing is the studio. What for the studio is used? It is used to do for a development. Whatever the thing you want to do, you are going to develop by using the help of studio. Okay. Next thing is the designer. Designer means whenever you are going to develop anything, before developing you need to have some blueprint. No, if you are building in home means your basement should be ready, your blueprint should be ready, a map should be ready. Similarly, to develop any application there will be a blueprint, a designing section will be coming. That particular thing we are having an API designer tool. Connector dev kit means if at all you want to create any new connector, we are having A to Z connector. But if at all you want to create any custom connectors of your own, inside your own you need to create any connector also, it's possible inside MuleSoft by using connector dev kit. Any point exchange. Exchange is nothing but it is like Google Chrome of MuleSoft. Okay, so it means whatever the things publicly available inside MuleSoft, everything will be available in the exchange. Whenever you deployed anything, it will be available in the exchange. Okay, so all the things, all the garbage collections will be available in the exchange. It is pretty much like Google of MuleSoft. You can keep in this manner. This is nothing but any point management center. Okay, runtime manager. Runtime, the name itself means, it means whenever you are done with your implementations or your development, you will be doing the deployment inside this particular option of runtime manager, where all the application, you can see what are the application deployed and which is active and which is not active. Everything will be covered inside this runtime manager. And next thing is called the API manager. The name itself tells API manager. That means whatever the applications is deployed inside this runtime manager, this person will manage this particular thing. Okay, this person will manage this particular thing. For each app, he will manage what's happening and what kind of security is there, whether we need to apply for in security, each and everything. These two people will communicate. Okay, and analytics, as I already told, how many people are reaching and what is the metrics. Whole metrics will be available in the analytics. That is nothing but in monitoring. Okay, this is Mule Runtime Engine. This pretty much you don't need to rely upon, because this is the thing the MuleSoft is having is internal. Runtime Engine means the version or the server where it is used to deploy the application. So now currently we are using 4.3. That is 4.3 version is our Runtime Engine. The Mule itself will have all this thing. You don't need to rely on third party. Any point connectors, as I said, all the connectors available inside the palette, you can able to see inside the studio. I will show you how it looks. Runtime services. Okay, apart from what to say, apart from cloud hub, the MuleSoft is offering a cloud hub platform. Okay, but apart from cloud hub, we are also having other kinds of platform, like hybrid means separate server, standalone server, they will be telling, private cloud edition, they will be telling. These things are nothing but different sections where you can go and deploy your application. Okay, so the MuleSoft is having a cloud platform, but what will happen if the client is telling you don't need to do a cloud platform? I need an hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud means standalone. I am having my own server. Suppose the Amazon, if you take the case of Amazon, means he never goes for a third party. Everything he is having on his own. He is having his own runtime engine. He is having his own deploying software. Everything it is having on its own. So the client is telling, I'm having my own server, just to do the deployment to my server, or I'm having my own server in private cloud that is not able to reach via normal um, internet world. You need to do some connection, establish connection by any means. They will be telling how you need to reach. So if you want to, I need to the person, the client is asking, you need to deploy your application in this private cloud only. So all this thing can be done inside the MuleSoft by using runtime services. Okay, so it is nothing but an overview of what are the things or what are the connectors the MuleSoft is having to establish or to do a overall architecture and deliver the product. Okay, to make this more interesting, so we'll see in an architecture view. Okay, this is your MuleSoft, a simple architecture view where it will be covering everything. I will tell you what it means. This AnyPoint platform section, whatever it is available inside in the middle box now, this all the things are nothing but the metrics which we discussed here. All the things comprise and it will be a product as an AnyPoint platform. But how it will be having an interaction is here you can see these are nothing but a different means of communication platform or different kinds of software. You may have the mobility and devices, you may have the social platform, you may have the SaaS as an application, cloud platform, partners applications. It may be A to Z application. Everything we can able to integrate inside the MuleSoft. What will be the duty of each and every of this application? Definitely it will be asking some information which will be having some data in the backend, where you need to go and connect to that particular backend, fetch that information and give it to this particular user. Okay, for example, to make it more clear, let us take this Facebook itself. Okay, now what you are going to do is inside Facebook you are going to search for a friend. Okay, so definitely if you are searching, suppose you are searching whale. my name itself inside the Facebook means what it will do. In fraction of second, it will display many names which is having the whale or whale Morgan or whatever the things it is having. But how the Facebook got that information? Okay, so in backend, what it will be happening is whenever you initiate the friend request URL, that particular URL will be coming to an integration platform. It may be MuleSoft or any other kinds of platform. Consider MuleSoft in this case. So the the friend request URL will be hitting the anypoint platform, and it will directly go and call the backend available for the MuleSoft. It may be in database, or it may be in files, or it may be in customer app, or it may be in a backend applications like SAP or Oracle or anything, where it will maintain the list of all the users of an Facebook. So inside that all the users, it will go and search only for whale, and it will fetch the result from that particular database, take the result and give it back to the Facebook, and it will be coming inside your friend suggestion. So this many thing is happening whenever you are searching anything inside your mobility devices or application or Facebook or anything. But back end, this many things is happening, and everything is happening in a fraction of second. That's the main advantages of integration. Okay, so you can able to connect any A to Z application via MuleSoft, and you can able to establish any backend application via MuleSoft, and the communication can be traveled from vice versa, like here to here or here to here. Okay, so till here, any doubts on architecture, on what the MuleSoft is doing? Any doubts? Anybody?
No, well, nothing from me.
No,
Okay,
clear.
okay, fine. Happy for it. Thanks for your response. Okay. Now, we will move on to the other section. Okay, now what are the things we saw? Integration story. After integration, what are the things available inside market, inside the integration platform, and why we came for MuleSoft? What are the advantages, and what is the architecture of MuleSoft, and what are the things you can do in the MuleSoft? Till here we discussed. Now we'll discuss what the things it will be doing, how we are going to develop a product or application inside a MuleSoft. Okay, that's the other section of our demo. Now I am going to explain you what is meant by an API. Okay, if you come into an IT, everywhere they will be telling API, application, or app or anything they will be telling. But what it means actually, this thing you are going to deliver, as end of the day you are going to deliver a product. It is an API, but what it is actually, your Facebook, Instagram, or everything is an application, or it's an API, or it's a product. But what will be available inside that and how they are developing that particular application, we'll see. Okay, so your API is nothing. It's very, very simple. You can see this diagram. From your outer world, you are going to ask some information. It may be any kind of information, okay, to that particular app. So the request will come via internet, it will travel and it will hit the API. And inside this API, what it will there means you will be having a set of functions or a set of logic or set of things needs to do when some request is coming. That's the thing is available inside the API. Okay, so when it is requesting something, it will analyze this request and it will go and fetch the result from its backend server, whatever idea is being developed inside this API, fetch that result and give it back to the internet response, and it will be coming to us an a result in terms of real time. Okay, similarly in Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram, whatever the things you are doing, it is traveling in this way. This API, keep in mind, it is the Facebook, it is the Instagram, it is the WhatsApp. This thing, it is the left side and the right side is pretty much same for all the application. Okay, only thing is each application will have some specific function to do. If it is an Instagram, it is a communication platform where it will be doing its duty. If it is in Facebook, it is also a communication platform where it will be doing, it will be having some set of functions to do. Okay, but how they are developing this API, that's the most important thing. And what are the things will be available inside this API? Okay, so I will tell you. First thing is operations. You can see this slide. This is the thing which you will be having inside your API. Okay, operations means what to call. Okay, if you are Facebook and if you want to fetch all the results of an users, or if you want to fetch what to say, all the pages available in Facebook, or if you want to search only specific page, everything is in data. Okay, so you need to call it. Okay, if you want to fetch anything, suppose if you want to fetch the Whale Murugan list inside Facebook, what you will be do? You will be typing as in Whale Murugan inside the friend request, so that it will be giving the request. That typing is nothing but your request. That is the request from our side. Okay, so that request may be any kind. You may request, or it may automatically prompt you some results. So we are having different methods to call inside and request. A request may be of a get method, post method, put method, or delete method, or anything. What is meant by all this method? I will tell you deeply inside our training class. Okay, so it is definitely consists of different kind of methods to call inside it. For each call, what is your input? If you are going to post something, you are going to put some payload, request something, and it will be of any kind. It may be like JSON, or it may be like XML, or it may be like a flat file, or it may be like XSLV. Any files it may be. So what kind of inputs you are going to pass? So this is pretty much on the input. It is going to hit our API. Inside API, it will be expecting an output. So which backend API you need to call, that will be available inside your API by doing the connector of configuration, and what kind of response it will be giving. That's the another thing, because for example, take two system A, system B, and you are going to fetch some result from system B. So the system A is requesting a payload where the system A can understand only in XML language. Okay, and but the behavior of the system B is it can able to understand only in JSON language. So what the MuleSoft will do here? Okay, MuleSoft means the developed API inside MuleSoft. What it will do means it will take the data from system A, which is of XML body. It will convert it inside into a JSON body where in what type the target system is expecting, and after that, the payload will be going as in JSON to the backend. It will getting the response as in JSON, and when it is coming to API, it will convert internally from JSON to XML, whatever our source system is expecting. Then our output will be an XML data. So it will be giving us a response. So what it will be doing? It will be doing the data transformation inside your API. That is the main advantages why we are developing an API. So it is nothing but a data transformation. Means based on your source and backend, it will analyze, it will take the payload, sit and analyze and change it whatever the end system is expecting, and again fetch the result and change it what the source system is expecting and give it back to the resource. So that is pretty much available inside an API. Okay, so this is very cool and it is very easy to understand. So if at all you want to go and study about this application program interface, what it does means we are having an n number of documents. Okay, n number of documents, n number of explanations are there, but you can keep this as an example. This will give you a clear picture what the API will do. Definitely an operation, what kind of input and what kind of input the end system is expecting, just it will receive and do the data transformation and give it back to the consumers. Okay, so how we are going to develop this particular API is the MuleSoft. We are having different ways. You can use any kind of ways. Okay, but definitely you need to have some roadmap. Okay, whenever you're designing something, there should be a protocol which needs to be followed. Similarly, the MuleSoft is providing you its own protocol. It is telling, boss, if you want to develop any applications or API, you need to follow this particular process, and the process name is API management lifecycle. You don't need to buy hard anything, just it's a management lifecycle. Okay, now we'll see how we are going to develop an application. For example, we can take some real-time example. We can take an we are going to develop an application for Saravana stores, which is a largely used address collection platform. Okay, Saravana stores. So the owner of Saravana stores is coming to us, and he is telling, boss, I need an online application for my Saravana stores, and he is just giving you what are the things needs to be available inside that application. Okay, So now what we'll be doing, first thing is called the inner phase. Okay, so the design phase, first we'll be designing that, next implementing and management. Okay, first we will go for the design phase. Now what I will do means, I will sit and note it down whatever they are expecting inside that application. Okay, everything will be in rough notes in design phase. Okay, or it is called the rough scaling, or anything you can give. Everything I will note it down inside your Sarana stores. For example, we'll take the dress section. If you are having dress, it needs to have the gents as well as ladies as well as kids. Or next thing is, we will take the cash deposit. It may be in a cash in hand, or it may be an online platform. Okay, these two case we can take, or extra we can take one thing. Next thing is the discount. For each and every dex particular amount of discount it needs to have. So the developer will be sitting, and he will be designing in a way that he will club everything related to dress inside the dress section. Okay, inside dress section it will be having all the things. Inside a payment section you will be having the online and offline payment. Inside the discount section you will be having how much kind of discount for each kind of bill payment. Okay, these three different structure he will design. Now for this each three different section he will design a platform. Okay, he will design a structure how it will be. So for example, inside dress, gents, ladies, and whatever we discussed, children platform. Inside a payment, online, offline. Inside discount, 10%, 20%, 30% of this particular bill payment. Like this we will be having different section. He will do the design. Next thing is, after doing the design he will just validate it. Okay, he will just do one mock means a sample test of sanity check whether each and everything is okay or not. If everything is okay, he will just give it. He will, the next thing is, it will go for a build phase where we are going to do the actual implementation. Okay, so all this design thing will be done in the API designer, and now to build that we will be using the studio. Build and test will be done inside the studio. Now comes the real implementation. Okay, now design is okay. Now inside implementations you will be contacting to the real system. Okay, suppose if I say payment, you are having different kinds of bank. Okay, when the customer is giving any kind of bank, any kind of debit card like HDFC or Indian Bank or a State Bank of India, anything it is giving, the payment needs to have. So definitely in backend you need to have an integration of all the bank servers. So you need to have the connectivity established to all the integration servers. So next thing is, if you are going for dress means, you need to have all the brand section. You need to have the database of all the brand section details, and inside brand each thing should have with the size and the type of cloth and type of rate and everything. And inside discount section you need to have a concept of, if it is crossing 10,000 bill means 5% discounts. If it is crossing 20,000 bill means 10% discount. That kind of concept it needs to have. So all these things they will be exploring inside your studio. So implementation process will be done in the build phase. After building all these things, establishing the connectivity, everything is ready means, you will be doing a local deployment and testing it whether it is fine or not. After deploying this, after testing is, if it is everything is correct means, then what will you do, you will go and deploy the application inside the outer world. Okay, but here comes the real challenge. Now the Saravana stores is telling, boss, my application should not be available publicly. It needs to be private. Whoever is having an access, whoever is having an user credential to that particular Saravana Stores app, they can only view each and everything inside that particular app. If you're having in Facebook, if you're having your own credential, then only you can able to see what is inside your application. You cannot go and see your friend's application if at all you are not having that, if at all you are having that username and password credential. Similarly, so here comes the security. So you need to restrict your application for particular user. So you need to have some policies, a username password policy or an OTP or access code. All the security details will be applied before it is going to the deploy section inside any point platform by API manager itself. I told no, the API manager will be controlled by a runtime manager whatever the application is deployed. So that person will take care of all the security things. Once the security is applied, it will go for deploy section. After deploy, it will be given to the outer world, and the monitor will come. As I said, analytics. Analytic means who are reaching, who are not reaching, what are the things they are searching, mostly used, how is the traffic. Each and every analytics will be available in the monitor section. If the customer is raising any feedback, it will come as a troubleshoot, where you will be getting as a defect and you will be clearing that, and again you will be establishing the updated version. Okay, so this is the one whole life cycle of MuleSoft of developing an applications. It's very pretty much simple. So can you able to understand how the application is developed? Anybody any doubt, or are you clear how the sketch of an application?
Yes, well, it's clear for me.
Okay, so it is not much of technical. Actually, I am giving an overview because
Yeah.
you need to understand how the application is developed first. After that, we will go for an technical point of view inside your real training.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, fine.
So,
So, yeah. Okay. So this is pretty much fine. So apart from that, as I said, you are going to develop an application, but in MuleSoft, this is an heads up. Okay, so how you are going to work inside in MuleSoft, you are not going to see deeply inside your training, but it's an heads up. In MuleSoft, we are having different kind of approach after developing an application, how it needs to communicate, and what is the best possible architecture style we are having. So inside that we are having many kinds of architecture style, and one of the style is called the API led connectivity, and this is largely used. 90 percentage of MuleSoft application they are developing via API led connectivity. So it is a layer based approach. We will understand it deeply when you are going inside your training, because it is an end product where you are going to apply this architecture style. Okay, so like similarly like API-led connectivity, we are having many kinds of architecture, but the mostly used is API-led connectivity. Just to keep an head on this name, API-led connectivity. If you have time, means you can today go and browse and take what is meant by an API-led connectivity. It is very interesting actually. Okay, so it's very interesting and much more advanced architecture state which we have in the MuleSoft. Okay, and
yeah, well,
yeah,
I'm sorry to disturb. Can you
yeah.
tell me this briefly? What are these layers are actually? This
Yeah, sure,
experience,
but it will be
little
much
bit.
in demo. But anyway, I will tell you a little bit. I can just give you. Okay. So a LED connectivity, as I told, it's a layer based. Okay, so where everything will be in layer. It means it will be having three different kinds of layer, like experience, process, and system. Okay, so but whole the product is an MuleSoft only. It's an end product only. But here inside product, it will be communicating via layer. Layer means whatever the request you are getting from an users, like we are the users. Okay, everything will be captured inside only this particular experience API alone. Okay, so all the security things, cracking the security, receiving the payload, storing the payload, everything will be done inside this experience API. Okay, after receiving everything, the main logic implementation, if at all you have any complex logic, you are having orchestration where you need to go and get 10 different types of application, and for that you need to develop the payload and establish the security. All the orchestration and logic things will be done inside the process API. Okay, all the logics will be done inside the process API, and from process API, if you want to go and reach the end system and get the result, means that end system connection will be done inside the system API. All the end system connection will be established only in system API. Okay, so it is just segregating differently. For example, here you are ordering something, the request is coming here, and in process API you are developing a concept of order status where you are receiving all the order details, and inside order details you are getting which particular backend you need to connect. So here you are going to connect the orders backend system. So it will fetch a call to system API. Inside system API, it is fetch a call to order system API, order system, and you will be getting this response and give it back to process and give it back to experience and to the users. Okay, but here you can see there are many advantages. If you see normally you can see, but if you see deeply, you are having many advantages. The first main advantages is you are not exposing the end system anywhere outside of MuleSoft, because we are developing in system API layer. Inside that layer only you are establishing this connectivity. This particular endpoint you are ensuring the security. It is not coming out of this. Okay, and in future if they are altering anything, if they are adding an extra system API, if they are adding an extra logic, they can just come and edit in that particular layer itself. You don't need to rely on three things separately. Okay, if they are adding an shipment status, just you can add the shipment status inside the process layer where you can edit only the process API. If they are having any additional endpoint backend system, just an additional endpoint backend system will be added inside the system API itself. If you are having an additional request, it will be added in the experience API itself, where your code coming and reusing the code and editing each and everything stuff is totally reduced when you are going for a layer based approach, and the safety is ensured 100% when you are going for API led connectivity. And also you can, like if you take the bank application, means say HDFC, or whatever the banks we are having, the mode of payment or the backend data for payment will be same for all the things. Okay, so for that logic will be same, so for all the application the process layer will be same. So you don't need to develop and separate process layer for another bank application. You can just reuse this application inside your MuleSoft anywhere it is used. You can first go and see in the exchange whether already this particular application is developed or not. If it is developed means definitely you can just take that application and do the naming convention, change the things, and you can use it, which will reduce your coding stuff. Okay, like this you are having numerous kind of advantages when you're going for API led connectivity. We will understand deeply when we are going inside the training. Okay, so this is an just introduction. Is it clear? uh,
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, so these are the pretty much things which I want to tell inside the demo, heads up, and what we are having. Apart from that, whatever you are developing, we need to store it somewhere in the central location, no, to fetch it whenever we need it. So, as a developer, apart from MuleSoft, you also need to know what is meant by GitHub or GitLab, the storing repositories. You need to study all these things when you become a developer. Okay, just how you need to commit inside this code repository, how you need to fetch this, how you need to maintain the security, all the things you need to study. And apart from that, you also will be crossing a term called Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins means all nowadays the client is not interested in doing the manual deployment. Each time when you complete the application, you need to take that, go and do the deployment and monitor it. The client is not interested. Everything now they want is when you done and code stuff, when you're just pushing your code, it needs to automatically go and deploy everything. That is called the automation. So you will come across what is an automation. This is on separate tool. Inside MuleSoft, you won't be working this Jenkins. There will be a separate team for Jenkins where the people will be working. But anyway, you need to understand what the Jenkins will do. What the Jenkins will do means it will do your deployment option automatic. Your duty will be just doing the coding stuff and pushing it to central repository. From there, it will automatically pick the code and it will do the deployment for you. That is pretty much on the Jenkins. Okay, and apart from that, whatever the applications you are developing, you need to test that application now in real time whether it is working fine or not. For that, we are having many tools available nowadays. So one of the mainly used tool is Postman, SOAP UI, REST UI. Many tools are there. We will come to understand what is meant by these tools and how you need to use these tools. All the things will be covered inside our training. Okay, so apart from that, our training will be based on day by day POCs where each topics will be discussed day by day, and parallelly you are also working with me. And if you are having any doubt or facing any issue, you can call me in the it will be addressed in the next coming session. And pretty much you will be having all the topics covered in the basic level of training. So Uday will be sharing you that particular details, and that is from my end. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me or Uday. Any doubt or anything which you need to clarify, or how the training will carry, or duration, anything you have any doubts?
Do we have any crash course? Well, like only correcting on weekend, anything like that?
Um, I'm not sure. Our the training class which I am taking is from Monday to Friday, and if it is needed, it will be done on Saturday and Sunday. But anyway, Monday to Friday we are keeping early only, no. So from 8 o'clock only, no. So it is a normal time where each and every people can connect, I believe. If you want any specific details, Uday will provide you.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so Uday is the coordinator, so he will provide you all the things of timing, topics, and duration, and how many days the training will be. Each and everything Uday will provide you. And apart from that, if it isn't based on trainings or number of days or any doubts or anything, I will provide you. So, if so, any doubt or anything or any comments?
Yeah, well, this is Ravi. Actually,
Yeah.
the in this MuleSoft, we have any levels of like admin or expert level.
Yeah,
We
here we are having the first thing what you will be undergoing is you will be going the basic level. Okay, basic level means you will be exploring the studio part and deployment part. And for that, you are having some, if at all you want to do, you can go and do the certification. You are having the MuleSoft platform to do the certification. Integration platform, associate platform certificate, we are having MCD level, we are having, and advanced level is an architecture, platform architecture, overall architecture, we are having the advanced level. So first you will be landing in the basic level. Okay, so first we will try to concentrate on basic, and if it is okay for you, then after some 2 or 3 months, you can go for an advanced level where you can go for an architecture certificate. And
yeah, admin level. We need any. I mean, any Java or else any
no, no, no,
coding
no.
skills
You
required.
know, you don't need. That's the main advantage, as I said. You don't need to know any coding things like Java or C plus. Anything, nothing is needed. You can blankly come inside MuleSoft and run it. Clear, Ravi?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Anybody? Anybody else? Any doubts? No doubt
Yes,
at
any
all.
doubt you can ask Star
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, we are here to help you. Regarding concepts also you can ask what exactly signing and all, and then anything else. Timings and all I'll let you know. I'll tell you. So yes, we are Santosh and Sandeep. Anyone is new here? So please kindly WhatsApp me. My number I'm texting here. So if everything is fine, we'll close the call. Okay.
Yeah. Fine, Uday.
Yeah. Bye guys. I'm closing the call.
Okay.
I told you na. So anyone is new, please WhatsApp me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Thank
share
you very
that
much.
this demo also. We'll be share the doing demo. So I'm
Okay, Uday.
closing.
Thank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm closing the
Thank you.
call.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uday,
Thanks.
one second.
Yeah.
Uday,
Thank you. Thank
do
you.
we have any other demo class tomorrow, or else will we continue from Monday?
Monday only. So Nikhil, I don't know who. We have in the WhatsApp also, right? Nikhil Reddy, na?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Meere kada. Okay. Fine.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sure.
Fine. Yeah. You can talk to me personally. No issues. Okay. Na? Yeah.
Okay, okay, Uday. Thanks all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Uday.
Thanks all for joining. Yeah. Thanks all. Bye.
Bye.